Hello, welcome back. Episode 27 of Realms of Chaos Alveita. The last time, Grant pursued Thanathan Article to assassinate him as per his contract and found him. He was being tucked away in a secret cavern within a cave and had a shadow like beast sort of roaming the halls. And Grant tactically evaded all sight, made his way behind Denethor, and put a blade to his throat. Asked him a series of questions, found out, he's kind of pretty good guy. And they kind of exchanged information, tools of the trade, and Grant took those inventions and what have you out in exchange for his life, and further future allyship, and set his eyes on a new target. Yormisk went off from the South Mountains to the West Mountain, fought a shadow monstrosity, felled that creature, created a giant, beautiful shrine to Dosha on the western mountainscape, and was invited back to the shadowy world after he had completed his job. Is to be rewarded upon arrival. And Borach roamed the lands looking for the musician and tracked his whereabouts down to the Abyssal Sea, which he plans to finally pin him down once and for all. But from the far distance, notices a musician playing some somber tune that seems to cause a giant ruckus within the Abyssal Sea, causing a giant Kraken to attack the southern port. And Blaze, having traveled far to find Vare, added himself to the mercenaries, proved himself at the door, and searched for hours upon end for their default enemy type. And upon Iris and his brother Infernus arriving, they were able to find those elites, defeat them very quickly, and have a stay at the bar after calling Vare through a trick, only to be interrupted by a Kraken attack. We plan to start the session with Yormisk, who has arrived at the Shadow World. Similar to before, you will arrive in the southern portion of this sort of shadow town, where the far northern cathedral you can see in the distance is where Dosha and his offspring tend to spend their time when he is here. In the far east and west are two astral towers that notice the stars and manipulate them so that they could bring misfortune or fortune to their foes or allies alike. Ooh.
I look around to a now familiar, strange place. I look at Nonishiki and I take in the sights. I assume
The air here is quite dark.
Oh yes, Nonishiki. Nice and dark air surrounds us. I believe we shall go to the cathedral. I feel like that's where Dosha would want us to go.
Fair enough. You head directly to the cathedral. There you meet up with Abela is here. Who's Dosha's daughter, particularly the one that's in charge of the shadowy world. And she greets you more directly this time, unlike before, where you were sort of, talking through an intermediary, partly because of social anxiety, but also due to stature, I think.
Oh, hello. It's nice to meet you. Face to face. Daughter of Dosha. My liege. As I bow and kneel in front of her.
Yeah, she seems to sort of move her hand and call two shadowy guards, and they're both holding gifts of some sort, and they seem to envelop you in a shadowy veil, like a sort of protective field that makes sure, like, Munashige, Rajan, any enemies can't witness this moment. But she walks up to you and she kind of kneels down, and she places a bracelet on your hand, which within her language is sort of a proposal. But it clamps tight on you, and you feel it almost stings. And sort of like these sigils on this bracelet sort of fill with this sort of dark purple ethereal mist. She asks of you, "What do you think of these?" She taps the bracelet and gestures to the two boxes.
As the pain subsides, I feel a warm, dark aura surrounding my arm, energizing me, and I respond, "My lady, I like these gifts. Thank you. I am not worthy."
For if it is not you that is worthy, then there is no equal. She kind of walks backwards, a veil of shadow following her. The two open the boxes, and you're wrapped in a wedding attire. And your shovel is inscribed with shadow runes.
Where? Oh. Wait. Are you sure you want me? I mean, we. What? Oh, I am flattered, my lady. As Yormisk blushes and is really nervous.
She will call upon the sky, and you'll see, like, above, sort of shadows sort of creeping downward as they pool into a physical form. That generates some sort of weapon in her hand. To you, it kind of looks like it might be a scythe, but honestly, its sort of visualness seems to distort with the shadows quite a lot, and it seems like it hurts your head to stare at it for too long. But she quickly sort of reappears in front of you and picks you up off the ground. With a good amount of force. He seems to walk down the aisle with you of this shadowy hall. And at each pillar, you feel like some sharp pain in one of your limbs. Kind of walks up.
My mind, as we go through with the ceremony, I then accept what is happening, and it fills my heart with joy, passion, and devotion that the Lady of Shadows, Dosha's daughter, has chosen me. The pain that arises from each step I take is excruciating. However, I know that this is just another opportunity to show my devotion, not only to Dosha, but to this beautiful woman, for which I am about to wed. We walk forward, and I hold her hand. We walk forward into the down the aisle of darkness.
As you get past this pillar, your thoughts around you feel a pain in your left arm. Roll me endurance. All right, you know, of the first ones, you barely hold on. Obviously, your mind is made up, but the pain is at an all-time high. But hold together.
I wince. But my conviction steals my heart, and I press forward. This pain is only momentary.
As you proceed forward, you sort of, you feel like the hall is filled with more and more souls surrounding you, ones that you've called upon in your journey to help you, various tasks, alongside the Shadow Guard who led you here the first time. Many of your friends, at least in spirit, feel to be here as you pass this one, and your right arm feels a devastating pain. Please roll endurance. Now when you pass, you don't feel quite as bad this time. It feels like your body's getting used to it. You sort of proceed further and further to the final altar in which your heart feels to be slowing down. Please roll me wisdom endurance. Okay. So feel like time is sort of slowing as your blood feels like it's freezing and slowing down. This moment perpetually locked down as she says her kind's like ceremony. We offer an oath to Dosha, Father, Lord of Darkness, Shadows, and Stratagems. Our union may perfect Shadowy Land's expansion, told to maintain the realmic energies, seek to hold in gift souls of the many, and the psychos above. The stars govern us, guide us to the future. She says this sort of in a singing tone. As she gets closer and closer to the end of it, you feel like a sort of wrapping darkness. It's almost warm compared to the cold from internally, from your blood being almost frozen over. And then she says, "The life do us part." And then she slices your head off with a giant scythe. You feel the world like spin, but then your head kind of like lands back on your body, and you're wrapped in a cocoon of shadows. And given that you have a phylactery already, and obviously have passed these prior checks and your devotion is quite high, you cannot fail this roll. But for how successful you are, please roll me another Wisdom Endurance check. Good stuff. So you're wrapped by these shadows, almost like shackles. You feel like your body was holding you back a little bit. The muscle sinews, your heart, these things, they're still important to who you are, but they evolve. Being filled with sort of a shadowy nature, they can move around your body as if they are flexible. Your veins can manipulate, and you reform into the demi-emissary Yormisk. And yes, you're quite different now.
I'm different? Whoa. I look at my hands, my head. I feel one with the darkness. The power is surging within me. I look at my now wife as I grab her hand. I move my long dreadlocks as I go in for a loving kiss.
Right, you do.
I break away from the kiss. I grab her hand, and I'm like, this is the start of a new era for not only the realms, but for the Shadow People itself. I wish my grandfather was here to see this. But it's okay, because I know I can summon him at any time.
Your people are always here with you, Yormisk. She kind of raises her hand, and it feels like calls the spirits of everybody you know. Look upon this time.
Good job, Yormisk. My grandson. I knew you could surpass me. It is in your blood, Yormisk. The change in you was merely an opening of a new gift. Thank you, grandfather. I will use the teachings that you have given to me over the years and move forward.
Yes. Would anybody else like to say anything? Like your guys' spirits are basically present for this in a shadowy form. So like Grant and Blaze and Borach.
Grant wouldn't say anything. Grant wouldn't ruin the moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's like his whole thing is like the cycle of life and death and love. That's like his whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Blaze would probably do about the same, just observe.
Fair enough. How about you,
Put my
Borach?
shovel in the air as my boys see me ascend to another form. I know their silence means approval, for I've traveled with them for all this time. I can't stop smiling.
Yeah, you feel the camaraderie pour over you, and you're invigorated with newfound energy. You're granted a new talent, 20 stat points.
You said 20?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh. I believe my next goal is to find Astra. Or find an Earth magic master. That way I can make grand monuments of our newfound love. My Empress of Darkness.
All right. So you're looking for what again? Sorry, my bad.
I think I'm gonna go look for the Earth Magic Mage.
Course. Do you have anything else you'd like to do in the shadowy world prior? You can re-enter the shadowy world, generally through your wife here. But I'm just curious if you wanted to grab something before leaving.
I think I'll just stay here I think I'll stay here for a couple days and spend time with Abila. And then after, well, will she be? Is she coming with me or is she staying in here?
She'll come with you. She'll send. She'll at the minimum create a perfect like clone of herself to stay here to like help with business stuff, manage the shadowy world. But she'll be traveling with you.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll just sit here and, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of fighting. I would like to rest. And then, yeah.
Makes sense.
Other than that, yeah, it's just and as time goes by, Yormisk and Abila leave the cathedral to talk about their lives, get to know each other, laugh, eat, and enjoy each other's company.
You guys are, travel across the vistas, the shadowy world, see it expanding into the horizon, a lake of darkness, and overseen by the cathedral to the north of it. You share your time together. Munishige and Rojan travel the streets of the shadowy world, talking amongst its inhabitants and finding themselves various knickknacks and arcanery to study. Rojan makes his way to the western cathedrals and talks with Western Astral Tower and talks with the Astral Observer. And a good amount of time passes. You guys have a great sort of honeymoon phase of time. Time here is a bit dilated, but it's still a good amount of time. As you're cool with it, we move on to another battle.
Yeah, I'm cool.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming to my wedding.
Of course.
Yay. On to
Blaze would have been passing out blunts at the reception.
yeah, I'm sure, I guess. All right. Did I? Bad. Good job. There we go. All right. Large Kraken. Seen attacking all of the residents here. Sort of are able to, attack it, distract it, move it towards a nearby coast to get it away from the buildings, as it seems oddly focused on you.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask, what's like my resources like right now?
We'll say you're rested.
Do we gotta be putting in the initiative and everything?
Yeah, give me one. Okay, yes. What is this? All right. All right.
Of course, Infernus has to have one more dex than me.
Yeah.
Dex is my whole thing. And he's just like, yeah, I got one more than you, bro. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. Go, big boss. I got one more than you. All right. To lead off the confrontation, Infernus will cast from a wheel. Only fair. Okay, he rolled the thing I wanted anyway. Perfect. He will use his eye to reveal a weakness of the soul in the individual. And place that on the target also. But mostly just the idea. And he will end his turn. Your turn, please.
Okay. I will start by entering the sniper dragon form, spending all my realm to do so. And after that, I will. Let's see here. How much the AP cost for those things? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Well, I will start with. Wait a minute. There's only one target, so multi-lock would not do anything. I can bullseye him. Let's see, 30 AP. Cringe, but okay. Must be spent. We're gonna do the bullseye.
Bullseye.
So that people can crit him. Let's see, what's next? So I have 70 AP left? Okay. Or, yeah, I have 70 AP left. Okay. I think I will probably make an aerospace tunnel as well, too. I'm assuming the buildings are behind us, right?
They're to the west of you. You guys like moved them.
So they're
like off the screen.
So they're like this way?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so then I think what I'm gonna want to do. Wait, what's my agi again? It's like 60? Okay, yeah, so I have plenty of movement. So then I'm probably gonna want to go over here.
Okay.
Fly over here. And do an aerospace tunnel, Sniper Dragon second form.
All right, create an aerospace tunnel. I'm doing that.
So I'll linger that thing. It goes further than that, but that's sort of the idea. So 30 AP and 15 mental. All right, and then to end off my turn, I'm gonna do a snipe. What about mental?
All right, snipe.
Yes, snipoo. Okay, so I gotta roll just a flat
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah, for the 9.
All right. Dang.
A lot of. Okay, and then it was snipe 4-9.
Oh wait, it's a dex. It is a dex check. It says dex check in the thing.
Roll. Yeah, correct. Sorry, my bad. You're a dex.
I think I
roll,
auto crit
so
then.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I just auto crit him. And my crit damage is I think double. Cause what's the base crit damage?
1.5x.
1.5x.
Yeah.
And yeah, my sniper's wisdom adept increases that by 1.5x.
Yeah. So you got 2x.
So, yeah. Okay, so I do. What is that? 996 damage base.
Yep. I'd say base. He has a flat defense or something.
Yeah, flat defense, and I don't know if the sniper dragon form or like the wind tunnel boosts that damage at all.
Fair. Yeah. Let me look real quick. Actually. Wrong character. That'll make it harder to look. Okay. Aerospace tunnel. Blah 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 blah. Da 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 da. Bonus wind damage. Yeah, it says they get bonus wind damage, so it should be fine. Go with this. 300. There you go.
All right, and that's all my AP.
All right. It is Iris's turn. During her turn, she will place protection tags on everybody and end her turn. Bear will take his turn seriously, and he will activate Mind Blank on the Kraken. Flash R. E4. Kraken will lose its basic attacks. His turn ends. The Kraken will attempt its attacks with the... I will do a D3 here because its basic attacks advance. I'll have to like reframe them in my head. It will activate its scariest move actually. It's Whirlpool activation. Let me roll for the Whirlpool roll. Should have done that before, but I'm bad at my job sometimes. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Well, I mean, better that you're hurting it then. Okay. So, let's see how big that is. What's the C? So it's pretty big. So anybody who's in the sea right now will take the whirlpool, which is technically everybody. I know some people look like they're on the shore. That is good enough for the effect. So you will all get pulled in towards him. And be trapped in a whirlpool.
Does this count if I'm in flight?
Does this count if you're in flight? Roll me a luck check. The whirlpool does, like, you know, because it's a crazy cacophony of spinning water, it is, like, higher than sea level. But I just have to see, like, if it made sense that your character would be higher or lower and, like, be able to evade, like, be in a spot where evading would even be an option. So I just need a luck check.
For sure. Is that just flat D100 or?
Yeah, flat D100. I just need to see if your character would have happened to be low at the time. I would say your character was low enough that they were pulled in, but given that you have your wind tunnel here and stuff, you will have a check to get out after the damage. Unlike your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Slash one, so that's 2. That's 1. Okay. Slash is 5. Boom. 88. Attempt to hit everybody for 88 damage. Oh, kind of.
Okay. And that's stamina damage, yeah?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Not pry into your
So,
mind.
adding it into flat defense, so 160. And then. So it's 1260. And then 6, so that's 51. Okay.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking at. I had to look at the tag really quick. Okay, not that bad. Okay, so. You should take. Oh my gosh. Good golly. Okay. Alright. Okay, and then it will do that twice. 104. Now this is the one that you can roll a check to see if you wouldn't have been in the area for. So go ahead and roll me Agi.
Roll Agi? Okay.
Yeah, you are over here. You carried your wings into the wind tunnel. You got hit by the rough, like when it pulled everybody in and went to like hit them with its tendrils, you got smacked, but the wind tunnel and your wings let you propel yourself to the other side over the Kraken's head. And you don't get crashed by the secondary attack. This one hits more directly. And then she has Poetic Justice. All right. How does that happen? Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay, it is back here, and at this moment, Borach arrives.
Borach.
He gives a piercing stare towards Blaze. So you're here.
Yeah, we could use your help.
He looks towards the Kraken, and then he looks back at Blaze. Who did this?
What, summon the Kraken?
Yes.
Over the table, do I actually know, or did it just kind of pop up out of nowhere?
It popped up out of nowhere for you. You heard a
I
song
don't know.
before it appeared, though. We'll say that you knew that.
There was some like soft melody, and then it just kind of popped up out of nowhere.
He then looks back at the Kraken, and he starts smiling. That's what I thought. And then he pulls out his elusive majesty, and then he gets ready for battle.
All right. Take your turn, however you please. These characters are. Every turn the Kraken's turn lands back on itself, which will be in a while from now. It will attempt to pull everybody into melee range automatically, if they're standing on water at all. You don't have to worry about this too much, but just that is something to think about, is that you will be targetable if you're in the water due to its whirlpool. Of course, if you're able to burst it before it gets to its turn, which is actually very plausible with the amount of turns, then it doesn't really matter. But just letting you know.
Got it. Okay, well, he'll go ahead and pop his dreaded opponent.
Alright, buffs himself, dreaded opponent.
And then let me go ahead and do that real quick. And then after a dreaded opponent, he'll pull out a rocket with the Majestic Strike spell. And he'll attempt to use his stamina to target the Kraken and shoot it.
Alright. Shoot it with Mystic Strike. Sorry. So you're just hitting it with Majestic Strike Rocket, right?
Yeah.
All good. Doesn't matter because this creature doesn't have the ability to stop Majestic Rocket. I think it's this. Roll a luck check. Just raw run 100. That had to do with his auto crit skill. I'm gonna add the extra line to your bullseye. For you, Liam. It got buffed when you became a emissary. It just lasts an extra turn.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Yeah, did the thing, and then I have to roll me the rocket distance check, just a D50. Again, just /R space D50 enter. Got pushed back. Let me redo it /RD 100 because logically it should be. This whirlpool is now smaller. Still big, but smaller. What else would you like to do, Borach?
And then he's going to use Secrets of the Lineage. Let's see. Yeah, he's going to use the Secrets of a Lineage and apply the corruption on his. Let me see. So I had a question before I
Yeah, no problem.
continue. Could I, with the elusive majesty, make like a copy of my chopsticks, but like maybe add like elemental effects to it, or is it just really just I can only really conjure just a weapon?
You can do that. You can take the effect. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna save that. So let me just go ahead and instead use that Secrets of a Lineage, that corruption
Okay.
on the chopsticks.
Sounds good.
And then yeah, I guess throw it at him to see.
Good point, yeah. Throw the chopstick. Makes sense. As there's two of them. Still. Cross. Okay, and then the corruption. Equipment. Flicks corruption stab. Okay. Plus. I'll just put it here. You corrupt it by 20. It does seem like the target's skin has a sort of soft purplish hue as you corrupt it. You know from the way corruption works in the Psycho Enclave that every 33, so 33, 66, and 100 do some larger effect on the body.
Right. Okay.
If you were to throw the chopstick once more, it would trigger the first change. You have
And when I'm
bonus.
throwing, I'm assuming I'm just using the AP, like I guess the throw.
You're using
or
you
just
could,
like a.
That's a good question, but yeah, how it works for this is you can throw it for 15 AP cost, but it won't. Normally that wouldn't come back to you, but the dagger special ability, which the chopsticks have, is that if you throw them with a two-handed cost, they instantly return to your hands.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I might as well just throw it again to see what happens.
Okay. No problem. -7. And then corruption 40. First time in the whole session I have to actually roll this. Okay. The Kraken corrupts into its first corrupted form. It rolled an 87 on evolution. It will lose percentage of its life and mental, as that's how corrupted creatures work. Um, and then this one is 200. Oh, okay. Its stats get reconfigured as a purple tint. It now has slightly more damage on its tendril attacks. But its stats got reconfigured. It lost 13% of its HP and mental. Stamina and mental.
Okay. That'll end my turn.
Right. Now on top of Lord Infernus's turn, he'll roll his d3, except he won't roll the third because it's pointless. He'll roll 2. He will attack it mentally with Visions of the Trilocosm Hells, which rolls like this. 3, which gets doubled because the soul weakness, 306 mental damage. I'll roll that again. 192. And he'll end his turn. It is your turn, Blaze.
Yep. Let's see here. If I go here, that's all my movement. If I could do something like that.
Sorry, I can't see what you're talking about movement-wise.
That. I don't know if you were able to see
Oh,
that.
I see that.
I went from
60, yep.
like, yeah. So that's what I did.
That seems fine.
Cool. So I use my movement. I'm going to put another aerospace tunnel going this way. Just want to make sure that still stays on him. Okay. Actually, let me just make sure I hit regen because I haven't done that yet. You can do it, script. I believe in you. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see. New aerospace tunnel. 30 AP and 15 mental. Okay. 30 AP. 15 mental. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, there we go. All right. So I put that down again. Let's see. So I have 70 left. I'll go ahead and snipe him again. Snipe. 25 mental, 40 AP.
Yeah, roll the auto crit. I think it's formality, right? Yeah. So it's pointless.
Yeah, I mean, for me, because it's a dex check, right? So
yeah, nobody's minusing your dex, so it's guaranteed.
Yeah. So it's
what's the damage on that again? It's 490.
498.
6 plus. I should do the thing together, so I don't. That'll kill it. Oh. Creature is murdered. Dies. Or you can get some time, a reprieve. This man appears. Sort of plays a sort of somber tune as the Kraken defeated. Or for a second. He was basically like hiding within the Kraken.
Borach slowly walks up. Let me see. Yeah, I guess he just slowly walks up and points his chopsticks at him. Hey, you.
Yes.
He then kind of gives him a very, like, almost angry stare. And he goes, "Lunacris," as he stares him down.
Lunacris. Fledgling
Yes.
outer one. Not quite a fledgling, more like an outsider, I guess.
Yeah. I just thought I'd let you know the name of the person who called for this battle.
Oh, well, that's quite nice of you, thank you.
And then he instantly could he instantly attack him, or does he have to wait?
We'll have to wait a bit because he's gonna be inserted into the turn order after. Yeah, like he's gonna be inserted into it naturally, but
Okay.
it's still in Blaze's turn. I wanted Blaze's Kraken kill to have an effect on this.
So I'm hearing all this. So Blaze is just gonna be like, "Your name is Ludicrous."
No.
No, idiot. It's Maxwell Ingroff.
Massel? Don't you mean asshole?
Ooh, damn! You really got me there.
I guess
I take it you're the one who summoned the Kraken.
It just came to listen to my tune. Couldn't have said I summoned it. That would imply that it was an intention.
Well, something tells me that we don't want to. Blaze is actually trying to come up with a one-liner here. Fuck you. He's marking for bullseye.
Okay.
Another 15? Yeah, another 15. Okay, cool. There we go. And that's all my AP, so my turn ends.
Alright. Iris will throw protect attacks on everybody. He will roll to see if he can do Banquet of Chaos. There's two rolls here because he has a weird thing where he has to roll a 33. Okay. He'll play a tune. Let's see. Roll endurance, both Borach and Blaze.
Endurance. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll 3 of these.
Oh, I high rolled.
So Iris removed from the turn order. I'll just place her over here on the beach. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So you're resisting this effect, Borach, because actually you're not. but it's good for you. And you pass Blaze just fine. So yeah. The only one that doesn't pass, Borach and Iris. Iris passes out and Infernus kind of takes her to safety really quick. But Borach, you go to sleep, air quotes. Your ability Sleepwalker triggers. You may walk in your sleep and you get boosted strength while this is in effect currently.
Okay.
We'll raise your strength. By 20%. There you go. But yes, he put you to sleep. He will then call to damage others with sort of a reverie. Shouldn't be too strong. Yeah, it's not. He will try to do 29 mental damage to all those that can hear, which will not work on Borach nor Iris because they're asleep.
Okay. And flat defense doesn't affect mental, right?
Correct, it does not.
Okay, alright. So I want to do 30 plus 1. Okay, cool.
Right, and that will end his current turn. Bear will attempt to attack him as per the rules of the Duel of Sakura. Roll a random check. Wow, it works. Not think it worked. It is actually neat. Okay. As per the rules of Sakura's duels, they both must brandish their weapon of Sakura. They do not have to fight one-on-one, because that doesn't make sense here. But, yeah, okay. Let me see, actually. So, Musician of Abyss has to brandish the weapon. The Abyss weapon hurts his mind. That's what I was rolling for. I was, like, trying to remember what it was. 3d 100. 208 mental damage. Okay. Vare will also take mental damage. Doesn't matter that much to him. Vare will appear behind him, kick him forward.
The instant transmission.
Hurt him a bit. And at his turn, Kraken is dead. What is wrong with you? These shouldn't. Okay, that explains why the queue is so long. I was like, what the heck? Alright. I will say that Yen and Qford prep actions though. Is your turn, Borach. They both have super moves that are readied.
Okay. He'll pop Dreaded Opponent once more. And then he will summon Purple Rain on him.
We're cleansing ourselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka right now.
Makes sense. What are you doing with your turn, Borach? Sorry.
He's popping Dreaded Opponent, and then he's going to summon Purple Rain on him.
Purple Rain. Hit him with the purple rain. The moon.
Straight from the moon.
Straight from the moon. He will be attacked from the moon. He is very weak to that, actually. Especially right now. Oh, this is a weird one. I believe is this. That was kind of. It's not that far off though. Equalized on both damage types. Boom. It will summon putties around him that will attempt to grapple him. Slash on. They've strength checked. Only the 99 matters here. Space for the highest of those. Slash D100. Passes. He breaks free of the putty's hold. What else would you like to do?
Okay. Then he will use tier 2 Psycho Orange on him.
You psycho. Got you. Tier 2. 130 to drive them mad. It will be mad to delusion. That's fine. And then you can gain the stacks.
And it's just one, or
I think it's 2. It's based off the tier.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
tier
2.
Perfecto.
Okay, and then he is going to use Night Terror.
Night Terror.
Attack him with that.
Get him a Night Terror. Ah, yes. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I had a question about corruption.
Yeah, no problem.
Could you use... So I'm just wondering how, I guess, if corruption is in the sea, right? Is it kind of like oil in a way? Does it mix with the water, or...
The water changes color. It mixes
Okay.
perfectly. Not like
Okay.
a separate layer.
Okay. Gotcha. I was just curious. And then I'll end my turn with Jury Days.
3 days. 146. Time to put them to sleep. Based on for parts to. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. We will attempt the sleep check here. Wow, he sucks. Okay. I don't think you're gonna need to roll for this, but I'll double check.
Oh, you know what? Oh wait, but I was gonna say if it's not too late, I guess I could technically do one more thing, but I don't want to do it if it's already done.
That's fine. What do you want to do?
Could I do another tier 2 if he does fall asleep? Could I do another tier 2 Psycho Orange?
After he's fallen asleep? Or before?
After.
Yeah, it's fine. You could do it either way. But I'm curious what your intention is.
I was thinking.
Technically, doing it before Dreary Days will deal more damage.
Okay. You know what? That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, well, I'll just end my turn. I was just curious.
Well, so just to be clear, so you do not, or you do want to activate a second?
Yeah, I don't want to do
you
it.
don't want to activate a second one, but you do want to
No.
activate Dreary Days.
Yeah, I will do Dreary Days to end.
Yeah, that's fine. 6. Plus 3. 200. Boom. There, he is put to sleep. Lord Infernus takes his turn, knowing that he is asleep and he'd rather have Blaze, as much to his chagrin, deal a really high-hitting auto 1.5x damage Sleepwaker. He will attempt to attack the target with Mind as well. Let me roll out of his options. What I expected. He will activate the soul damaging attack this time as well. Visions of the Trilocosm Hells. 149. Boom. Boom. Okay. Then, it is your turn, Blaze. So, he is asleep.
Okay.
The first attack that hits him while asleep, that is a physical, non-mental attack, will wake him up, but deal an extra 50% damage.
Okay. Does that stack with my crits or no?
It does. It's totally separate from crit, technically. I word it like it's a crit, but technically it's a wake-up attack.
Okay. I'm going to start by spending 50 Realmic so that I can get those dragon satellites.
Okay.
The 2 dragon satellites orbit near my shoulders. And then I will go ahead and I'm going to snipe them.
Okay.
40 AP and 20. Is it 25? Yeah, 25 mental. Okay.
Snipe him. Okay, so let's give you a pretty fun flash. 48 times 2.
And I do not know how much damage those satellites do, or if they just repeat my snipe.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so yes, you do that, and then your satellites, yeah. He will have woken before the satellites hit just because of the nature of the move. So that's why I rolled the damage first. So your satellites shoot like reduced damage double hits of the move you just casted. So they will hit for 2 snipes where you could choose new targets for them. But in this case, there's 1 target. But for
Yeah.
future information, yeah, you could snipe one guy, and if it killed, the 2 satellites could shoot 2 separate guys, so that it's still not like
Okay, cool.
overkilling on purpose. Is the idea?
Nice. Okay, cool.
Because a lot of your moves are not intended to be like AOE. Supposed to help with that a bit. But yeah, they do like 30%. So I'm just going to do this part.
By the way, did you factor in the wind boosted damage there too?
No, but the wind is not going to get the bonus because it's a special add-on.
Okay.
But I'm going to do the damage from the thing, and then I'll add those at the end because the wind is going to trigger on all 3 of these. So, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. 0.3. This. And then I'll just round that a little bit. So minus 100. 590. And then I will roll the wind, which is 9. $500 for wind. Boom. There.
And I'm gonna snipe him again.
Yeah, shoot him again. Okay. Uh. There. He's alive. Is what I thought I would say, but he's dead because of the satellites, baby. Ha ha ha. He will.
With with my remaining 20 AP, I'm gonna do a basic just to double tap, make sure he's dead. Bam, in the head.
Alright, you blast him, and then when he kind of falls into the water, you, Borach, you just see Blaze, like, fire rapidly into his back until he runs out of ammo.
Honestly, I felt that.
Oh, fuck. As if a Kraken wasn't enough.
Well, he's dead. Fucking bastard.
How do you know this guy?
It's a long story, kid. Unless you have time at the bar, sure, I'll tell you. But let's clean this shit up. I don't want to stay here all day. My feet is getting wet.
Yeah, I could go for drinks. Do you gotta turn this guy's head in or something?
He looks to Q. Do you think I need his... Well, I don't think I need anything from him, right?
Nope.
I guess it's fine. You can do whatever you want with him. I got what I need. What about you, QTV? We all good here?
Yeah, should be fine. It was a fun fight to watch. I'll see what I can do about the little lady here. She seems to be under a pretty problematic curse.
Is she okay?
She'll be fine.
I didn't even know she was here.
Yeah, she got passed out from that attack.
Okay. Well, if our job here is done, let's go. Q, Yen.
All right, let's go.
I'll be at the bar if you need me. Blaze.
Everyone else down for the bar?
Sure. I'm a little worried, but we have to find out what we're gonna do with this position guy, I guess. And then bar sounds like a good time.
Fair. Do you think this is the guy that deal with?
Sorry, you cut out.
Do you think this is the guy that Sokira wanted us to deal with? The bizarre devotee?
Probably, yeah. Probably the same guy, you know. You know how they get.
Now, do you think this is also the same dude that we needed to fight south of the Abyssal Sea? Or is that someone else?
Give me a second. What is this in reference to? South of the Abyssal Sea.
It's
from
a
your letter.
random letter that I have in my inventory.
Gotcha.
'Cause I got the letter, scroll from Dad, and scroll from Sokira, so I've dealt with the scroll from Dad and Sokira.
Gotcha. So, let's see here. Once maybe better to find okay, it is not the bizarre devotee. It is the guy south of the Abyssal Sea.
Okay, so we still got to deal with the Sokira quest line there.
Yes. So there is a bizarre Sokura guy who's just somewhere on the map. You have to find out more where he is.
Okay. I'm just gonna write, just so I can keep track that I've done those two. And it's still 4 days remaining, right? Till the end of the month?
3.
3, okay. Alright. Good to know.
Yeah, you can give yourself a quest point from the one letter.
Oh, sick. Quest point. That's dope.
Yeah. Alright, move away from this. You guys have a great time at the bar. Would you like to roleplay a little bit of it, or should we move on to Grant?
I'm good either way.
It's up to you, Josh. Do you want to?
I don't want to make anything longer, so we can move on.
Okay. That's fine. Alright, Grant. Grant was heading to find Lark, if I remember correctly.
Yep. I was heading to find Lark. That is true.
Alright. You head off to find him. And yeah, you're traveling southeast. Not put this here.
Mhm.
Probably. Looking for a Kraken, I'm missing. Whatever. Technically here. Alright, you roll me a couple rolls.
What? What kind?
Oh yeah. Agility primarily.
Okay. How many?
3.
Huh. Fuck. It's doomed, bro. They're all ass.
Yeah, you get here and get into an encounter.
Oh, I'm still on the other map.
Oh, I'm bad at my job again.
Okay. All right. Get into an encounter.
Yep.
All right.
Get into encounter. You encounter a large, corrupted bear.
Oh, just a bear.
Yeah, it's wearing a bulletproof
Okay.
vest.
What the fuck?
Stands on 2 legs.
Wait, bear like the big gay guy or bear like like the animal?
It is like
'Cause
the
now I'm
animal,
confused.
but it's closer to the like monster hunter bear. You know what I mean?
Sure. So
Back
the
to the third.
animal bear has a bulletproof vest, not a big gay guy with a bulletproof vest.
Correct.
Okay.
You know, it's
Right,
easy to get
right.
mistaken.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
right.
bipedal bear with a bulletproof vest on that stands at like 20 feet tall.
20 feet, goddamn. Is he like how close is it?
He comes out from a woods clearing about 30 meters from you.
30 meters. Well, I would say how much does it weigh?
You could grapple it.
I could.
Yeah.
On island. I am going to attempt to calamity chain it to me.
You do so. Yeah, just roll me the.
I don't want to waste my new sword's first time out on this thing.
That's fair. Yeah, just roll me a strength check on the calamity chain.
Okay, calamity chain strength check. This is the good roll. No, it's not. Fuck.
You're fine.
Let's go. Fucking bear, let's go. Fucking
Tries to-
strength for strength.
He tries to hold himself in place as he feels the chains wrap around him to pull him, this ethereal force. And he goes to reach for a tree, but nary too late as his claws slice against the tree bark as he gets pulled over to your hands.
Okay, I bring him over to me. And while he is in my arm, I am going to let's see, supernatural effect. What do I want to do here? I want to yeah, actually. Is there a supernatural effect I can do for like as long as I'm holding them, or like bodies are on fire or something?
Sounds good to me, yeah.
Okay, because I want to do a flying hidden lotus is what I'm looking for.
All right.
A flying lotus, if you will. And I want to throw him into the air, and jump in the air after him. And as I grab him, I want to, like, as I re-grapple, doing the actual, like, move, wasting the Hero Buster and the, what's it called? The cost I need to do for Grand Slammer. So I'm going to oh, do I need to roll strength again?
Yeah, roll strength really quick.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you do whatever you say you do to him.
Okay, I'm going to as I re-grab him, like both of my arms are gonna wrap around him, and we're both going to set on fire as I like bring us back down to the ground as fast as possible, and I scream out Calamity Special Grab Art number 3. flying lotus, and I like bring him down to the ground with me. Using the special hero buster where I have to create a supernatural attack name and expend a resource for it.
Yep, sounds sick. We got there. Let's see if he is defeated by this attack or knocked out particularly.
Do you want me to tell you how much damage it would do?
Yeah.
The Calamity Chain would have been 262, and the Giga Hero Buster would have been 393. And then let me do that.
You roll strength for me.
Roll strength. Boom.
All good. Not quite knocking him out. You slam him into the ground. He is set ablaze. He tries to pull and yank at his bulletproof vest to sort of pull it off of his body. And you notice that sort of like twinkle of fear in his eye as you realize that underneath this sort of bulletproof vest is likely some sort of explosive apparatus.
The fuck? How close am I? Oh, I just grappled, bro. I'm going to, can I activate my cylinder?
Yeah.
Can I almighty push him away from me with a gravity blast from the cylinder?
Sure, that sounds plenty good.
Okay, bet that.
You spend
Then that's
Rummick
what I'm
and
gonna
your
do.
cylinder expands and a rapid force wave of concussive force erupts from you through the form of repulsing gravity. He flies backwards into the wood from whence he came as a giant explosion wraps the woods in flames.
Well, hope I'm not that close to where Lark's at, otherwise he's definitely gonna know I'm here. Well, not much can be helped about that. I begin to walk through the forest, and as I'm walking by, I spawn a cigarette and light it using fire sparking from one of the trees.
That makes sense. You obtain a
And
level
begin
up.
to smoke it. I got a level up? Oh shit! Yeah.
You proceed to Larks, and upon getting into the vicinity, you meet up with Verticades.
Verticades.
He
Okay.
lets you know that his blessing is currently active, as it is nearing the end of the month. So he
Okay.
can, in fact, not have to attack his friends.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good. So what are you doing out here? What's going on?
Normally, I live out here, but I heard about a particular problem as of recent.
What might that problem be?
Too many people are hiding out in the Vanquished orbs. First, it was some lady in a
Gotcha.
house that got her soul robbed.
Soul
It was
robbed.
like-
Wow.
3 to 4 mad scientists, and now this Lark guy.
Soul robbed. Mad scientist. Soul robbed. Why does that remind me of somebody? Well, no matter. Well, I am here to take care of the guy here.
This
That's what I
saves
was
me the
called
trouble.
for. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do the job for me, after you be my guest.
Well, I'll watch out from a comfortable distance.
Yeah. How annoying is this guy?
I wouldn't know very much about it. I normally just kill them. Think much of it.
More so, man, if you had like a scouting report, anything that says like what he does or what he knows or anything.
Oh, let's see. What the heck? I didn't type. Where did it even type that? Oh. Oh my god. I'm scared now. 1 sec.
Okay.
I think I like typed in OBS, so now it's like recording and.
That's funny.
I think if I'm safe, nothing broke, and I just saved a 30-second recording. So I think we're good. I really hope. It'd suck if it's not good.
It'd be funny.
It would. It says everything's fine. I'm gonna check the YouTube side for a second, just so I'm not worrying about it. I'll roll his roll right quick. I just want to do 100 plus 45. I rolled like shit. For him. Check this. Where and how am I supposed to be able to... Okay, for him. I don't know. Looks good. Fuck it. Okay. So, he rolls a 161. His scouting report is that Lark is a very mystical person. He can body swap. But the check is a bit difficult for him based off how strong the person he's switching with is. Unlike a certain alien from an anime.
Yeah.
So he tends to do that. Though, despite that, Portuguese has tracked his house down to this exact place. Now, there might be 5-10 people, some of them in cages, saying they're captured by him, and we can't trust any of them. That's basically what he lets you know.
Okay. Well, 5 to 10 captives, one annoying ass guy. I can make that work, I guess. I begin walking in through the front door as I drop my cigarette and stomp it out on the ground as I walk in.
All right, roll dex.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. To make one up because I don't have a scouting report this high. You does your current character have any like secret door mumbo jumbo? I know Iris does, I think. I'm just double checking.
Secret what?
Any like secret passage, secret doors, skills, etc.
I have weakness detection, which is for structural weak points.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a luck check with the weakness detection. Like bonus if it has one.
Weakness detection would be. It says it's a dex check.
Okay, just add 20.
Just add 20, okay. So roll a D100 with 20. Damn.
Okay. It is more like a lucky thing than it is like a missight because your dex is amazing. So there just isn't a secret door in this room. Is basically what that means, which is fine. The secret door just would skip a room or something.
Gotcha.
So in this room, it initially looks kind of like an office might, like in a this type of setting. There's like desks with paperwork on them. There's about 2 of them and some bookshelves. Your initial expectation is maybe hidden some behind the bookshelves to hide away all of the people he's kidnapped or whatever have you. But it appears that there are no secret doors. And instead, he's used some sort of locking apparatus combined with some artifacts of magic of some sort, purchased probably from a black market, to shield that there's other rooms in this house. And from the outside of this house, the house would also look quite small from the outside. So the house has some sort of visual distortion magic going on. Given you went to Article before this and you obtained a talent, you may pay that boosted talent cost to just completely do anything with these artifacts. Turn them off, change them, whatever.
Oh, that's the upgrade to unlimited?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So I can actually, like, fuck with artifacts and stuff now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Okay, then I'm just gonna try to... We'll start off simple. I'll just try to crack the lock. Fuck it.
Okay. Roll intelligence.
Roll int. Okay. Wow, dude, I can't roll for fuck.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. I mean, these could be faulty. So, it's not impossible. He doesn't replace him often. They're not quite good. You're able to understand the way that the structure is working to block off this next area. There's still visual distortion magic in effect until these artifacts are like disabled, but you are able to enter the next room if you so will to.
Damn, I'm not really a magic guy. Is there a way that I can like these illusion things are yeah, I can try to see if I can reroute the illusion things.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
You'll roll int whiz.
Int whiz. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the stats do it themselves. So, you're able to reroute it and disable the sensory disruption, both inside and outside. Would you prefer it be still affecting the outside but not the inside?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You're able to disable it. And now there are arrow traps that were in the wall that before appeared as portraits.
Okay. Well, I can just move to avoid those, right?
Correct. You know where they are. They're slits in the wall now. They're very obvious.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna just move forward through this door that I opened.
All right. You open the door, move forward, deftly dodging any sort of arrow traps and rope traps and beams that are supposed to be blocking you, and make your way to the end, in which you see a room with a bunch of lab equipment. It seems like biological experimentation stuff, giant glass tubes with people inside of them filled with water or some sort of liquid.
Well, can I tell what any of the stuff used here is or does?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, could I try to see like what the most recent experiments looked like they might have done?
Yeah. You're able to find a binder with some of the reports and then a computer system with the remaining reports. You kind of put those two together while keeping your wits about you. And it seems like the most recent experiments were something involving transporting the soul, or at least a part of a soul, of an outer being into this realm. But most of the experiments turn bad, like the people would explode or something. Some recent experiments do say they completed successfully, though. Whether or not they did is difficult because the paperwork on them, Lark doesn't seem to be that like paperwork intensive. Seems to be very vibes based.
Okay. So this guy's crazy scientist, crazy one. All right. Well, I guess I should see what if any of the people in here are like capable of like thought or speech still. See what the deal with that is. And I'm just gonna find the nearest like person that it looks like somebody that would be capable of speaking to me.
There's 6 within the various tubes, and they can be woken into consciousness and talked to through an intercom system.
Okay.
There are 2 women and 2 guys.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are ambiguous, maybe vanquish.
Well, now you know what question I have to ask. I'll have to ask 2 questions. This is integral to my character. So first question, do any of these people look particularly attractive?
That's a good question. I would say, given that they will be for outer beings, he did select some people who seemed more attractive than not.
Oh.
You may roll.
The second question on top of that before I roll to see how bad this is for me. These individuals are clothed, right?
For the sake of sanctity, yes.
Okay.
Not
like
like massively,
not,
but they're wearing
well,
like.
If they weren't, then Grant doesn't roll. Like it's just like he's tugged.
Yeah, they're wearing
Right.
undergarments.
So let me. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let me just roll. We just roll this. I'm actually locked in. It's over 50. It's over 50. Okay, we're locked in. I'm locked in. I'm a little shaky about it, but I'm locked in. Okay, so, who out of the people in these tubes looks the most like harmed? Is what I'm looking for.
Looking
Who
for,
are
like,
the people that look the
pain
most
or
like
like visual injury?
like either visual injury or visual indications that they've had like repeated experimentation?
Gotcha. So, all of them have marks on their limbs, particularly from attachments of some sort of apparatus or prodding from some sort of mechanical arms. But in particular, it seems like the earliest person here has the most. So, like the one that's been here the longest, which would be one of the guys.
Okay. Well, then those are the people I'm going to try to wake up first.
Okay.
And see if they're cool. Because if they're cool, then I know that the rest of them are probably good. But if they're not, then I do have to play a guessing game. So I'm going to intercom into the chamber with the men in it and see what's good there.
All right. You intercom into both of them. They both seem to, nod in affirmation that they can hear you. But they can't speak in a very obvious way because they're in liquid.
Okay, shit. If I were to, is there a way to get you guys out of there? Just shake your head yes or no. Is there a way to get you guys out of there or like speak to you, like actually hold a conversation with you through there?
One of them nods no. The one that's been here longest nods yes.
Interesting. Now that method wouldn't be just break the damn thing, I'm assuming?
They both nod yes.
Okay. Well, if that's not the case, then... Now I got an inner monologue. So which one is telling lies and which one is telling the truth? That's what we gotta figure out. They said...
lies.
Well, they did both say yes, actually, to that question. Which means even if one is lying, it doesn't matter. So, they both said yes to the answer being not just break it. Although I could just break it. Will you guys die if I just break it?
I think they don't know, so they're not going to answer one or the other. They don't know how bad the experiments are. They've been here quite long. One of them the longest, and the other one the third longest.
Right.
So for them, they're like, I haven't been out of this thing since I've been here, and they've prodded me a lot of times. I don't know what I am anymore.
So the thing is that I was told not everybody here is trustworthy. I wonder, how do I play around that? Maybe waking up others and seeing what the most consistent answer is, and then just fuck it, we balling? I guess that could work. I'm going to intercom into the like pod that the girls are in and ask them the same question of, is there a way to get them out of there to speak directly to them?
Okay. So I'm gonna create like a pin with the various people.
Oh, okay. I was writing it down in the green screen notepad, but
Yeah, no, that's fair, but you can still do that. It's just helps me
right.
because I know the naming of each of them. Okay. So here's a pin. Can you see this pin or no?
I don't know where to look for it. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay, so those are the numbers of them. You're talking to 1 and 3 when you're talking to the males, and you're talking to 2 and 4 when you're talking to women.
Yes.
And V1, V2 is just vanquish 1, vanquish 2.
Right.
So, in regards to talking to them and asking if they think it's safe to come out, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm asking them the same question I asked the other ones. I asked, is there a way for me to safely get them out and have like a conversation with them?
Oh, gotcha. They would say no.
They would say no.
Yeah.
If they're both saying no, and one of the guys is saying no, I guess I'll ask the Vanquished just to see. And I'm gonna ask the Vanquished, both of them, the same question.
They're very new. So they have never seen it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask if either of them have actually been experimented on yet.
Yeah, they both have.
Okay.
Odd.
Well, let's ask another question. I guess we can ask, shit. This doesn't really help me find out which one the liar is, unless it's just the guy that says yes is the liar and all the ones that say no aren't. Okay. Well, can I? Fuck. Yeah, this is a hard one to come up with questions for. Because I'm assuming I'm not just going to be able to ask something that's like super simple to understand which one the liar is. Because then it would be too simple. I will ask the many wounds, pretty wounded, light marks on his legs, on her legs, only wounds on their neck, only wounds on their wrists. Okay. I will ask if have V1 and V2. I will ask them if they've been injected with anything.
They both nod yes.
Yes. I will ask both of the women and both of the men the same thing.
Yeah, they'll all say yes.
Okay. They'll all say yes to that. So there is a... I'm starting to think that there is a way to get them out. Even though they all said no. The one guy that's been there the longest says there's a way. Damn, that's a hard one to ask. Do I see like anything connected to any of these pods?
Yeah, there's a large coil that's attached to them from the back.
A large coil. Does it seem to be like pumping anything in?
Yeah, it pumps the fluid that they're surrounded in.
Can I follow those?
Sure.
I'm going to follow those to whatever location they lead to.
Find a room with 8 large, almost like water heaters, but they're obviously massive. And yeah, they're filled with fluid. They have some like things that you can inject into the fronts of them through these like flasks essentially. So you fill the flask with something or mix it perfectly, and then you place the tube inside of like 2 circular or cylindrical holes essentially in the front of each of the boiler looking things, and it adds it to the fluid.
Is there any kind of valve or anything that looks like it stops from pumping in?
No, it seems all electrical, not mechanical. Like it would be attached to a computer or something.
Right. Well, that does not bode well for me. I'm going to see if there is a computer in a nearby room, maybe?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. You are able to find... There's 2 total computers that you found. There's one that seems to be in the test tube room, and there's one that seems to be in the office that was there in the front room that you came in.
Okay. I want to check the one in the test tube room.
All right. You're able to access a good amount of information, but some stuff will be blocked by password.
I was going to ask if I had the technical knowledge to attempt to hack stuff, but I don't know if I mean, that feels like an archivist thing, maybe. Because
Yeah,
that's where he grew up, was with the archivist and the...
Not too bizarre to possibly have that. I also am mostly just thinking, would Lark have anything? But we'll find out real quick. What a very normal.
Yeah.
You may attempt to do so. It might alert Lark, but the argument is that Lark is possibly impersonating one of these 6 people, so whether he knows it or not is kind of redundant if he is in that situation. If he's out of here, like he's just not in his facility at all, then he gets away, air quotes. But if he is one of these six,
Yes.
then it won't matter.
Exactly, and that's what my thing is, because at the end of the day, I can just find him and kill him if he runs. So I am going to attempt to see if I can get in.
All
and
right.
turn it off.
Okay, so you want to turn off the tanks?
I want to turn off the tanks, correct?
Let us check real quick. Roll int.
Roll int.
You're able to crack through the password access. And it does not alert the security protocol regardless. Barely by one, of course. But
As it always is.
yeah.
As it always is. I know it too well. I've seen it happen too many times. Okay, well then yeah. I'm going to turn them off.
Right, you turn off the tanks. Let me see something. Looking for 130s here. Two of them. That would be.
Two of them. That'd be one of the girls and V2, the second vanquished.
Check if they can be affected. I have it in my notes actually. They should be fine. Yeah, the water drains from all of the tanks, and none of them have any problem.
Let's go. All right. Now that those are off, is it possible for me to open them?
Yep. It naturally opens.
Okay,
the
bet.
glass will like descend.
Right.
It'll,
Okay. Well, now that that's done, I'm going to take a step back from the computer and walk towards the group of people that are now outside of their tubes. But I want to see if any of them look suspicious in any way. Especially keeping my eyes on the second guy. Potentially.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I updated the pin. Okay, those are just their states from being.
Yeah.
So you pay attention to who?
I'm paying attention to experiment 3.
Okay. Sure. Roll me dex.
Dex should just be the same. Yeah, it's just the same. Okay. Damn.
Okay.
Because he was telling a lie earlier. This guy.
Yeah, fair enough. Number 3 will vomit all over himself.
Alright, well, not gonna learn much from that.
Passes out.
Well, okay. Well, Vanquish 2 looks like he's able to talk, so I'm gonna walk on over there and talk to them. So, oh wait, now that they're out of the tanks, I actually have to, for speaking to them specifically, I gotta roll this again, but it is what it is. Oh, fuck. I'm going to try to avert my eyes a little bit as I walk towards Vanquish 2 and attempt to ask how they all ended up here.
I was walking down in the spiritualist districts near the Key house, and some sort of magic was cast on me, and it was all dark. I woke up in here, but not in here, in a separate facility.
do you have any idea, like, the feeling of what the magic may have been, since I know Vanquished are kind of attuned in that kind of way?
Wait, my brain's breaking. So wait, is this Experiment 2 or is this Vanquish 2?
Vanquish 2.
Oh, my bad. I was giving the story of Spiritualist. Experiment 2, which is the Spiritualist.
It was Spiritualist, yeah.
If you're asking
But yeah, it was
Vanquish 2,
Vanquish 2.
they were kidnapped yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. No spell was cast on
Okay.
them. They were just
No spell.
grabbed. They were choked from
Just
behind.
grabbed. Oh, interesting. That that sounds like a great time. So do any of you guys know who, like, where the location is of the guy that put y'all in here, maybe? Could y'all make this easy for me?
We're all unconscious.
Shit. Wait, they're all unconscious? I was just talking to bro.
Well, when you entered, they were all asleep. They were awakened by you activating the system that turned the room on.
Right. Then how am I speaking to them then?
You spoke with them through the intercom when you talked to them in the test tubes, but like when you arrived at this place, they were all knocked out from the fluids.
Oh, then how did I just find out the shit that I... Okay, anyways.
All the nodding stuff happened when you entered the room. It powered the room on.
No, I know that. I'm talking about the conversation I literally just had where I was like, how did you guys end up here?
Yeah. They're just saying that they don't know about anything about where Lark would be because they were unconscious.
But how... Oh, they were unconscious at the time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you meant they were unconscious now, and I was like, what the fuck?
No, yeah. They don't know anything because they've been asleep for a day.
Right, okay. Of course, that'd be too easy. This guy's a pussy. Okay. God, why can't I just get a target that wants to fight? Do you guys know places that he usually frequents?
I've heard he frequents tea houses and brothels and libraries.
Of course he does. Okay. Yeah, those
That's
are all
what
places
the
where you
first
can...
experiment would say.
Yeah, those are all places where you can kidnap somebody. Okay. So, serial kidnapper. I'm getting that. I'm understanding that. That's fucked up. But I'm understanding where, you know, what's going on here. Does anybody know what kind of, like, magic or powers he possesses? Namely you, Experiment 1.
He possesses a body swapping power.
I know about the body swap.
He can shoot blasts out of his hand that turn you to dust.
Okay.
He can teleport.
Okay.
He can activate any power an archivist has,
Any power an archivist has.
and any power a tabooist has.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Although his proficiency is really bad.
Body swapping. God damn. Have you seen him do any of these in action before?
All of them.
Wow. Interesting things.
Again, he's
to
really
let-
bad at it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess. Is he like new?
Well, his just proficiency is automatically really bad because he's usually taking bodies and then learning all of their skills and then gene splicing them.
Oh, okay. Does he have any connections that I could maybe find to lead me to him?
Connection. He occasionally talks to somebody through a computer, but it almost sounds more like for funding.
But there's a chance that there may be messages in there that dictate or state where he might be going, you say?
You
Well-
could go to a former lab or something, because he's had 3 labs. He has one near the
Can I-
spiritualists, one here, and one near the northern ridge.
Interesting. Can I use my tactical visor to detective mode look for any clues, any footprints, anything that might have led him going anywhere?
Sure. Yeah, you could look for foot traffic to see which areas he seems to walk on most or frequent, especially recent.
Okay.
Roll dex.
All right.
With some int.
Dex with some int. Dex and int. That's a big roll, brother. That's a big roll. Wow, dude, it doesn't even matter. I literally can't roll for shit today.
That's
Wow.
crazy. You can't tell where he most frequently walked, but you can tell that he seems to walk very often, for some reason, back and forth through the trap room, in between the office and the biolab.
I am going to go in there
All right.
then, and I'm
Enter the
going to
trap room.
scan for any structural weaknesses upon entry.
You do find many structural weaknesses.
Hmm.
In terms of like maybe another room in here, it likely seems to be halfway through the room.
Okay.
You kind of feel along the wall, and there is in fact 4 switches. But because you cracked this password, you have an idea that it must be 3214.
Okay. Then I will hit them in that order, 3, 2, 1, 4.
All right. You input 3214, and yeah, it opens the wall up.
This guy doesn't use different passwords?
Nope.
Good God, man. I will walk in.
As you walk in,
Right
you
up.
see the body of what you presume to be Lark. It is like completely like flaccid. Like it's just draped over a chair, no muscle control.
Alright. Well, this confirms my suspicion. I think, if his proficiency is ass, that would explain why that, one guy is so sick, huh? I got a bad feeling about him. He lied to me. He lied to me. He told me a lie. Maybe I just want to kill him. I could just kill him. You know what? We'll see about it. We'll see about it. I'm gonna walk back into the other room.
All right.
I am going to see if experiment 3 is still unconscious.
All right. Yeah, they are absolutely
Are still unconscious.
correct.
I'm going to ask everybody there if what they know about him in specific, and if he is prone to getting sick like this.
One will say he's not, but they're not all. They have been drained from these pools twice. The women have seen him drained from the pool once, and the vanquished have never seen the pools drained. But according to number 1, he says he has not seen him get sick before like this. This is definitely significantly worse. They were injected with some liquid yesterday, so it's not impossible, but it should be the same in his pod, given they're often given the same experiments, and he doesn't feel that bad. But he's also stronger and better than experiment 3.
Yes. So experiment 1, were you considered a success by any means?
Absolute.
Considering how fit you are?
In some ways, yes, but he wasn't able to swap with me. Considered incompatible, but he kept me around because he kind of wanted to make the compatibility rise.
I see. That's... I don't like the implications of that. But, okay. Well, if you guys have never seen him sick like this before, I've got an idea or two. I am going to, I'm going to, to avoid getting my hands dirty, I'm going to put my, like, hand, like, around the back of his neck and try to pick him up with my hand, kind of like you would, like, a small cat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm going to lift him up and start just trying to shake him awake a little bit.
All right, let's shake awake. Stays unconscious.
God damn. All right, I'll shake him one more time. He pisses me off again. I'm sending him into the wall.
He does gain some consciousness. Some drool or liquid comes out of his mouth that has a weird color to it.
All right. I turned to experiment 1 and the other experiments, but experiment 1 matters because he's been here the longest. And I ask him, you ever seen that color before? You ever seen that?
I suppose I have. Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Like a greenish. It can happen. Incompatibility.
Incompatibility? Interesting. As if somebody was attempting to take the body recently?
Yeah, but it happens on failure, on success. On both.
So it could be either way.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and... Actually, I got a question for all of you, now that you're all here. Did you guys volunteer for this, or this is kidnapping?
Absolute kidnapping.
Absolute kidnapping? Okay. Just making sure. So he's awake,
Yeah, he's conscious.
Hey, yeah, you, yeah. So we're in a bit of a predicament. Now there's a interesting situation that has developed. Because according to the people here, the lovely people here, you're not, this is the first time they've seen you kind of fall apart like this, and that's pretty interesting. Somebody acting out of character, along with the, found body of one man who is capable of body swapping.
Okay.
So I got some questions for you, buddy. You got a name?
No, I think. I don't remember.
Interesting. Do all you guys have amnesia too? Rest of you?
Most of them don't. I don't think. Let me double check that none of them can have it or not. Custody. They have to roll below 20. Nope. None of them have an amnesia beside him.
Interesting. These experiments don't usually produce that, I'm assuming.
No.
Because that would be kind of inefficient, wouldn't it?
It would be bad for the user who swapped because they wouldn't gain all their skills as fast.
Correct. Interesting. But let's say somebody took the body and wasn't very skilled, and let's say it kind of, I don't know, fucked with the mind of the person they were trying to swap with, and it caused a you know, temporary amnesia for this person, or maybe he's faking it. He could be faking it. He was talking just fine earlier, or at least responding just fine earlier. Responded fine enough to tell me that you knew beforehand that there was no way to free everybody, even though there was. Interesting. Don't you think?
Didn't really remember if it was good or not. I don't think it was.
See, do I want to give this guy benefit of the doubt? Do I care enough to give this guy benefit of the doubt? That's the real question. At the end of the day, I am here to save people. But I got a sneaking suspicion that this guy is not one to be saved. A fake, one could say. I do think, you wouldn't have responded so absolutely if you didn't remember. It's usually not what people do. You'd have maybe shrugged when prompted. Would have been far less suspicious than just giving the wrong answer. Everybody else said no, but they also, it was clarified that they couldn't have had that knowledge, which I guess I can give you benefit of the doubt in that regard, but interestingly enough, your friend here answered different with experiment 1. So, one of you two fuckers, there's something amiss. But you actively worked against me, so I want to believe it to be you, even if it's not. You're kind of in a guilty until proven innocent scenario right now.
Okay.
So why did you respond so absolutely with a no if you didn't know?
I assumed I was in a hospital.
You assumed you were in a hospital. A hospital with like floating pods that you sit in and heal yourself in? Where they got hospitals like that at?
Biologically speaking, him and one are from the Inventors District.
Do they have Saiyan pods over there?
They do.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. How do I find out which one of you two I think it really is? Could be one of these other fuckers, I guess. Maybe the newest one. Considering he's the least damaged, but that feels... You wouldn't get somebody that was taken just yesterday and transfer over to them with no knowledge of what they do. That's foolish. And you probably didn't know that somebody was after you immediately right now. So I'll doubt that you got him specifically for that scenario to occur. So that rules out the most recent one. The girls, I guess I didn't ask that many questions to, but at the same time, I do think that when prompted with the question, they said no, and then it was explained that it was because they have never seen it. So there is an interesting occurrence here. It is either you who would answer so absolutely, or you who would give me all of the answers for free, which is crazy cocky, if that's so. I don't know. Hey, experiment 1.
Yeah.
Is he the type of person to give all the answers to somebody that would be potentially here to kill him? Nobody's that arrogant, right?
I haven't seen him be chased like this, but when talking to the investor, he lies a lot, so.
Oh, okay. We're thinking like a pathological liar type deal, or?
Probably. As an inventor,
interesting.
I would diagnose him that.
That makes sense. I see. I will believe in the merit of your words because there was a verifiably safe way to free everybody here. So I will believe in the merit of your words, experiment 1. Do you remember your name?
Yeah. Tempest.
I will believe in you, Tempest. And if it's the wrong call, well, I've never missed a target I truly wanted to catch, so whatever. Let the games begin, I guess, if I fail. But this guy does seem to have a chronic lying problem that's in my hand right now. A little bit. Just a little bit, just a teensy bit. But you know what? I'll keep him in my hand, but I'm gonna walk around questioning other people, I suppose. I don't think it's Vanquish 2 because that would be stupid. And this guy is smart enough to know how to run these experiments and tests, so I'm going to assume that he is not stupid enough to go, let me take the guy I found just yesterday that I have no idea what his skills are and take his body. Why would you ever do that? That would be stupid and ridiculous. So, Vanquished 1. I'm gonna walk over to Vanquished 1.
Yeah.
Do you have a name?
Yes. Veritas.
Okay. What? Or how long have you been here for? That'd be my question to you.
Yeah, for about a week.
About a week? Can everybody else confirm? We seen them in here about a week ago? Week ago? Okay. Alright. Now, if that's the case, I do believe that. What experiments have you been put through? Since I imagine it hasn't been anything too severe.
Yeah. Injected me with some sort of blood. Neck a few
outer god blood,
times.
Yeah.
I'm particularly sensitive to hemomancy by tabooists or other blood-like illnesses.
So, you're weak to the abilities of tabooists.
Yes, corrupted blood and things of that type.
Okay, well, I have no reason to believe it's you. Because I was given knowledge that this guy does have the ability to use all tabooist abilities. I can't imagine you would be weak to it if you could use all types of them. That feels like a bad body to get, really, when you think about it.
Probably.
That would also be stupid.
I would assume he was trying to heal the condition as the blood got less bad over time.
So, he's healing you guys, but it's through unethical procedures. Is that what I'm getting? Please tell me that's not what I'm getting.
Number 1 says that it's likely to get rid of weaknesses in the people.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to make them the perfect, like, surrogates for this being. Got it. Okay. Well, it's not you, I don't think. I'm gonna go over to Experiment 2, one of the women. She's the spiritualist from the tea house.
Yeah.
They got kidnapped. You've been here the second longest.
Yes.
What's your name?
My name, it's Tree Sap.
That's, you know what, I really want to believe that. I really do. And you're a spiritualist, so I'm gonna stick with it until proven otherwise. Okay. So you said you got kidnapped by strange magic that you couldn't tell the likes of. Not even as a spiritualist. With how attuned to magic you are.
Yes.
Okay. That is a little bit horrifying. And how long have you been here again?
Year.
A
About
year.
It wasn't
been doing this
originally
for
at this facility. It was at a facility closer to the spiritualists.
Okay. What happened to that facility?
Probably still there, but I don't know. They're all knocked out, I assume, and transferred to here.
Are spiritualists not? I guess not add-ins is the wrong term, but are spiritualists not like kind of the opposite of tabooists in a lot of ways?
There are parts that intersect, I suppose. The tabooists believe in forms that are unethical to the spiritualists to call from. So in a way we're at odds morally, but from a mysticism standpoint, we can understand each other's magic probably the best.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's a good body to use, I guess. He can use all tabooist stuff and all what other place was it?
Archivist.
Archivist. Yep, right. Okay. Wait, Archivist. You're not using a spiritualist body if you can use Archivist stuff. Am I tripping in assuming that? That's like... Those are actually antithetical, right?
I guess if he was born an archivist, it wouldn't be too weird.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I don't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
Would you... Do you... Oh, wait. Was there anything of note on his body when I saw him? Like any like pendant or anything like that?
You did like search it?
I didn't. I was just seeing if there was anything on his character that I might like remember.
He was wearing a white lab coat with a sort of like, I'm bad with colors, but like a purplish pink undershirt that was collared. And he had some pockets in the lab coat on the outside, but not the inside. And he didn't have pockets in the pants he was wearing. There's like just slacks tied with a rope at the waist.
Okay.
And he had like whitish hair, darkish skin, sharp ears.
Right. Okay.
Probably a tabooist body if you had to pick.
Nothing about his looks that I can use as a question here then. Never mind. Do you... If it's a tabooist body... Ooh, fuck. What is the last experiment that he ran on you in specific?
This is tree step, right?
Yeah.
He had the machines punch me over and over.
Wow. Why? What?
Has something to do with my Jogan.
You have a special Jogan of some sort?
My ancestors tried to come to protect me. So
but I'm assuming he wasn't able to break that.
He wasn't trying to break it, probably trying to activate it and then maybe do something. But it never triggered. Because I would plead with them not to.
Oh wow, that's sick as fuck actually. I like that a lot. Big fan of that. Tree sap, you said they're all attractive, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep her in mind. Alright, time to go over to experiment 4 and see what her deal is. This is the last person I gotta ask, even though I'm pretty sure I've been right since the beginning. It doesn't hurt to double check.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go up to the girl number 2. And I'm gonna start it the same way. What's your name? What's your name?
Via Dusklight.
Wow, that sounds like a fancy name. Is that a family that matters? Do I know that family?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are they from?
They're from the Dusk Woods to the west of the spiritualist capital. You've never been there.
Okay, but I know of them.
Yep.
Do they know about my boy Fenrir?
No.
Okay.
He's from the exact opposite side of the planet.
Right. Okay. So, how did you end up here?
They attacked my husband.
Okay. That's fucked up. Hate
Yeah.
that.
I killed all of his guards and then passed out.
Wow, yeah, like that. So what was the last experiment he ran on you?
Harassment,
Okay.
namely verbal.
Yeah. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. I'm assuming he's angry because yeah, that makes sense. All right, got it. Okay, well, I was just checking with everybody one last time, but I think it's this guy with the convenient amnesia. Even though he was so sure of his answers earlier. I guess technically there is some suspicion to be had of my man over there, Tempest, but he hasn't said anything that's been untrue yet. So I'm going to trust in his word. And I'm going to trust in the word of all of you here. Especially with telling me that he is acting far different than usual. And I'm going to make an executive decision. But I've actually got a little bit of something planned. See, if you well, I'm gonna assume I'm right in this assessment. You aren't worthy of being the first thing slain by my new sword. So we're gonna deal with you in a different way, I suppose. I am going to oh, do I be like ruthless here, or do I what do I do? Do I be ruthless here? Chat, do we think I'd be ruthless here and like make this guy suffer a little bit for being like a terrible, bad, awful guy? I'm thinking about it. What if I locked him back in one of the pods? Can I do that? Am I allowed to lock this guy back in a pod?
Yeah, you can place something in the pod.
I'm gonna place him in a pod, and I'm gonna close that bitch up like the last time, and I'm gonna tell everybody else, hey, you guys are free to go, and if I was wrong, hey, well, can't always shoot 100. I'll still find you. And I am going to lock the pod that he's in. Can I? Hold on. Can I spawn I'm gonna like lead everybody out first. Well, after locking him in there.
Yeah.
And I am going to after they are all like outside, I guess Ferticades will be out there.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds right.
Ferticades out there. I'm gonna bring them all out there, and I'm gonna be like, hey, these are 5 of the people that were trapped in there. I believe the 6th one to be the guy. After some questioning, even though I kind of figured it was him from the beginning. He has convenient amnesia, while the rest of them seem like inadequate subjects in some way, shape, or form. But if I am wrong with my call, then I mean, you know, hey, unlucky, happens. So, I will trust in you, Ferticades, to try to find these people to a safer place than here.
Yeah, I can work on that, I guess.
All right.
Let's go,
Appreciate
guys.
you. before you go, I don't know if you have a need for it or not, but just for your service, I'm gonna give him 200 gold.
Oh, well. Sure, this will help clothe and feed them for the few days. Thank you very much.
For sure. And do let me know if any problems arise here again. I do want to rectify any bad decision making, if that is what I did, even though I don't believe myself to be a bad decision maker. But anyways, I'm gonna go finish taking care of this problem real quick.
No problem. Take care, Grant. See you at the next meeting.
Of course. I am going to head back in to the guy that's locked in there. Is there anything like notably off about him upon me returning?
He's missing a leg, and his other foot's inside of a wall.
Oh, yeah, that does seem like the right call, huh? That is interesting. I'm not cocky enough to give you a chance. I was thinking about kind of bringing your body back in here and giving you the option to change back into it. But, nah, I have a better idea. Is there any kind of, like, chemical compound I can create here that would be great for creating it? There's no houses nearby, correct? This is, like, isolated area, kind of?
Mostly isolated, yeah.
Okay. Is there a way I can make a chemical compound here that's highly explosive?
Sure.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to make that here in the lab.
Okay, no problem.
And maybe keep some for myself afterwards, but that's not the main reason I want to make it. Do I just roll int for that?
Oh, yeah, roll
just to
in.
make it. Roll int. Alright. So, I'm gonna roll int. Whoa, wow.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be.
So, I am going to create a compound that it's like this this explosive gel. I'm going to create I'm gonna make like gas kinda, and I'm gonna funnel it into the pod to send in there with him. I'm going to turn him into a bomb for me.
Okay.
And as you know, I'm gonna go back into the other room and fill that up and send it into the pod that he has in. And I'm going to walk by whistling. I can't whistle that good, so I'm not gonna do it. But I'm gonna walk by whistling when I get back to the other room, walking by the pod. And I am going to I'm going to like attach some of the gel to like the pod that he's on and kind of trail it out just so he watches as the fire starts. And I'm going to fucking light a match and throw it on the line and close the door as I walk out, causing the whole place to go up in flames as I escape.
Makes sense. Yeah, you set it all up, placing him back in the pod, filling it with an explosive liquid, and setting it to blow. You, on a timer, you whistle your way out of the facility as a large column of blue flame erupts in the distance as you walk far enough away from the 5-minute-ish timer or so. He's sort of filled his lungs with an explosive liquid and then blew up.
Well, that seems like a job well done. The way he was all fucked up kind of told me I was right on that call. Alright, well, that's a dead target for you, Ashura. I say as I look up to the sky.
Bag of candy lands in your hand.
Nice, dude. Yes, the god candy. God candy, yes.
Roll me a luck check and a d6 check. They're separate checks for something totally different.
Okay, and then there.
4. I'll have to check what the fucking list is on my calendar. 1 second. So the first thing is you rolled an 18, so your DNA reconstructs again.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did use, yeah. Okay. It reconstructs again. How does that change the, like, what is it? The check at all?
The check will stay at 34 every time, but
Okay.
you'll just get to a higher percentage of modification. Your hair has like black spines in it, almost like horns. And your knuckles have a black scales on them.
Well, that is unlucky. That's fine. It's hideable, I guess. But annoying.
Where is this?
I raise actually I'm gonna get, when I get back to the capital, or actually on the way out of here, I'm gonna try to find clothing like a hood that I can put on, and some just say some like fingerless gloves or something.
Okay, that sounds great.
As I'm dipping out of this area.
Okay, and then the candy bag has this EX candy in it, as well as a random candy when you put your hand in it.
Oh, sick.
Oh, and that will end it for our session, guys. Any remaining
Sick.
words for everybody else here? Say anything to the viewers.
Abuse.
W's. Yeah, that's a great question. I don't really got much else to say.
True.
I
Like,
don't got much
subscribe,
else to say.
all that jazz.
True.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Fire.